Thank you. Thank you.
A great fight. You
Thank
made me
you.
cry.
For real?
you and Eddie. Yeah, when you and Eddie were up there, and you finally got him a belt here in America.
Yeah.
How does that feel? How do you feel as being a new champion?
I feel great. Now I want more belts now, so I think I got more hungrier. Yeah.
Now, Raymond, not just going past the fact that you won a world champion. I remember going out Philly, seeing you getting signed, and now we're gonna start talking about unifications. I mean, Oshiki Foster, you. I mean, that's what the fans are already now putting on your plate. I mean, how does that fight sound?
It sounds great. That's the fight I'm calling for the most right now. Me and Oshaki have been going back and forth on Twitter, so I think we can build it up and make it a big fight.
What do you think about his performance? Because I know that you guys were both in action-packed fights.
Yeah.
But what did you think about his fight with Nova?
Nova, I felt like it was an okay performance. I don't think too much of Nova. I think he's an okay fighter, but Oshaki, I feel like he performs down to the level of his opposition. So hopefully, once he get in there with somebody who's going to actually bring the best out of him, he can perform more.
What have you learned in that championship fight? Because knowing you're very slick, defensive. I mean, you tend to make things look pretty easy.
Yeah.
But in that fight, was it the fact of a game plan, or was that opposition world championship level, and that's just what we just saw?
Nah, it was definitely a change of the game plans. I had to make adjustments, but it was just world championship, world level. But it was something that I already knew I had in me. I've done it in the gym before. It's like me fighting the inside and stepping the guys is nothing new to me. It was just new to the world to see.
If you can't get Oshaki next, who would you like?
One of the world champions at 130. One of them. It don't matter. Yeah.
What did you say to yourself, mentally when you made that adjustment? I'm just gonna take it to him. What were you thinking in your head?
At the time, I think he caught me with a good shot in the third round. I'm like, okay, forget this boxing stuff. Like it's not going how I needed to go. So I didn't have the legs to move how I wanted to move and be elusive. So I had to change up the game plan. Step to him and see how he liked being pushed back.
I imagine you don't want to go to that well too many times, but is it good to know you can go there?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, for sure. Definitely, it's always good. It's great experience. So now that I got that under my belt, like I said, I've been doing it in the gym, but to know I can do it in front of the cameras and with smaller gloves and no headgear, it's more of a confidence booster for me.
What do you think about a fight, with Oscar Valdez? Because I know it's like maybe Big Bro first fought him and Little Bro can take him out. Do you feel that that's a fight that can happen and will go that way?
It could happen, and I think I don't see it looking any different. Probably I might end up stopping him because I like to fight. I'm not saying that Shakur don't like to fight, but I'll probably trade with him a little bit more. And just being though that I seen what Shakur could do to him, I feel like I'll try to outperform him.
What do you think? Thought about his last performance he just had? Did you get a chance to see it?
No, I was in. I think I was out of the country.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
You ready to get down with Oscar? Because Oscar likes to throw, get bloody, break jaws and whatnot.
Yeah.
You ready to get in fights like that?
It'd probably be a little more smart on my end, but yeah, I'm with it. I think I could beat him in the inside. I think I'm a sharper fighter in the inside. I think Oscar throws a lot of wild hooks, and I could see it from a mile away.
Do you think that could be a scenario where, respectfully, you send the old warrior home once and for all? Because you didn't see the Wilson fight, but he kind of went life and death, and after he won, you could see that exhale, how many more does he have in him? So could you foresee that? You kind of send the old warrior home?
It can get that bad. Yeah, it can get like that. I could see it, yeah, for sure.
Would you go to Arizona and kind of like how Floyd did when he fought Gotti, blood and guts and a future pound-for-pound star like you?
And fight him?
Yeah, in Arizona, and kind of go in his backyard and kind of...
It really don't matter. All I need is a ring, and it don't matter the location. As long as I got an opponent in front of me in the ring, it's going to be the same result, the end result at the end of the day.
I heard, I'm not sure, because I saw on Twitter that you said you are not part of the 5-on-5. Is that true or no? Because I don't know. The way you're smiling, could you be, just one of those secret ones that come out of nowhere? A surprise bout?
We just gotta wait and see. Right
You
now,
cannot confirm nor deny. That means probably yes.
I'm just enjoying my time off. I'm still in the gym, still working, so I'm always ready for a call whenever. But I'm just enjoying my time, you know, as being the newly crowned world champion and spending time with my family and, you know, traveling and things like that. So
Is it a, you know, yesterday's price isn't today's price? You know, you got to see some money to be on the 5 against 5.
absolutely. I think I said that. I think I said that right after my fight. I needed, you know, be paid a lot of good money to make 126 again.
You know, there's this old interview when Eddie he comes by and he kind of says, hey, this was a freebie, this was an easy night, you know, but when you fight your world championship fight with your nose kind of crooked and things like that. Did you feel like when you look back at stuff like that, is it kind of weird, trippy how like everything kind of...
How it played out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at that time when he said it, I remember like just thinking to myself like, nah, I'm never going to go through that, but I went through it, so it's like, you know, like, the day of my world title fight, after I had a, you know, cut in my eye, I had to get stitches and things like that. So he wasn't lying, but I definitely, you know, went through a lot to, you know, get to where I had to get to become a world champion.
Was your performance at all, maybe like not on purpose, but like a message to young fighters that, of course, the art of hit and don't get hit, that's how you always want to win, but sometimes you're gonna have to make it dirty.
Yeah. You gotta win by any means. So yeah, I feel like if the first game plan not working, you gotta have game plans all the way throughout the fight. And as you seen, like Otibek made adjustments too. I made adjustments as well in the fight, and the better man won. So you gotta have multiple game plans in order to fight at the world level.
And what do you think of that Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight, man? Who are you leaning towards?
I got Devin Haney by unanimous decision.
Why not a stoppage?
I just don't see it. I think he's gonna box his way to victory.
Even though Devin always says he'll want to knock him out, but do you think Devin can knock out Ryan?
I think anybody can be knocked out in the sport of boxing. It's grown men in there fighting with no headgear and 8-ounce gloves, so I think anybody can get knocked out with the right shot.
What about Isak Cruz? Isak Cruz, who do you want to see him in next, since that division's so hot?
Matthias. Yeah.
That'd
be a good fight.
He's like, I did my time. Now I get to watch it, right?
Yeah. I definitely love to see that fight.
Lastly, a guy that was really close to you in proximity, right? In New York, Shushu Carrington was there at the fight, and I know that you guys kind of have like a mutual respect relationship, but at the same time competitive. I seen he like came up to you and kind of like out of, you know, shaking hands and stuff. Do you see maybe like you and Shushu maybe moving up in weight and maybe that might be a super clash?
Yeah, definitely. I see Shushu, you know, he say a lot of Brownsville never run, never will, things like that. So I like that mentality. We all know that I never turned down any fight. So if Shushu was ever to, you know, be brought across my table, I'm definitely accepting that. I think Shushu's a good fighter. Came up with him in the amateurs. I know a lot about him, so it's definitely a fight that could be made in the future.
Probably on the East Coast, preferably, you know.
It makes sense on the East Coast. I wouldn't see it anywhere else, but on the East Coast. So.
Or Vegas, you know.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas too. Vegas be cool too, but I like it for the East Coast.
For the culture, yeah.
Yeah.
Camden and Brownsville, that's vicious.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay,
Awesome.
thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congrats,
Thank
man.
you.
Congrats.
Thank you.